Hi class, welcome back. This video is basically going to show you how to navigate our new online course. I know that all of you signed up for a face-to-face class, but due to the current circumstances, every single class has been moved to online. So hopefully this video can help you become better acquainted with our class now that it's going to be online. I'm pretty much going to try to keep it the same. I'm not going to add new assignments or anything like that. If anything, we might add some discussions, and those discussions are not going to be for a grade, but they are mostly going to be so that you can communicate, like for example, for the common exit essay, so that you can go ahead and maybe just talk about what you think the main point is and things like that. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about the changes that are going to occur to the course during the remainder of the semester, and I'm also going to go over our online course so that you know how to navigate it. So the first thing we should discuss are the changes that are going to occur to our syllabus. So all of you should already know how to access the syllabus. To access the syllabus, to download it, you can go ahead and click here, or to preview it, you can go ahead and click on the magnifying glass. I already have it open up here, and this is what it looks like whenever you click on the magnifying glass. If you wanted to download it to your computer, you would click on the actual word syllabus, and then it would pop up at the bottom of your computer. Okay, so let's talk about changes. So one of the changes that is going to occur is obviously the literacy narrative that we see right here. This was going to be an essay, and it was going to be worth, I think, 100 points. Let's go ahead and check. Yes, it was going to be worth 100 points, but obviously we're not going to do it anymore because it was supposed to be assigned on March 16th and due this week. So that's the first change. We are no longer having a literacy narrative, so that's one essay that we're no longer going to do, which means that this week, since it's our first week back, all you have to worry about is submitting your essay 2, which was over the Mark Ronson talk. And when you submit that essay, you also want to go ahead and take a picture of the peer review sheet and just go ahead and submit it along with your essay as well. Then what we're going to start next week is we're going to start the common exit essay. Now there's been another change to the common exit essay. This used to be an essay that you had to pass in order to pass the course. So it wasn't worth any points. It was just pass or fail. So if you passed it, you couldn't pass the class. But now the department, because of everything that's going on, they decided to not make it a determining factor to pass or fail the class. So what we're going to do is, if you look at the points, I had this essay as it was only pass or non-pass. So the common exit essay now is going to be worth 100 points. Okay, so like I said, the common exit essay, we're still going to do it. It's going to be worth 100 points, but it's no longer going to determine if you pass or fail the class. So you can fail the common exit essay and you could still be eligible to pass the class. So hopefully that takes away a little bit of the stress that you were feeling about the common exit essay. Like I said, it's going to be worth 100 points now, but it's no longer going to determine if you pass or fail the class. The next thing that we're going to change is we were going to watch the film Food Inc. in class, and now we're not going to be able to because I haven't been able to find it. It's on Hulu, but I know that not everybody has Hulu, and I haven't been able to find it streaming for free. So what we're going to do is we're still going to do the portfolio, which is our last assignment, but the essay in that portfolio is not going to be over Food Inc. It's going to be over a topic that you choose. Okay, so we are probably going to have to change this right here, which was writing exercise 8. That's something that we're going to have to change. And then we're also, instead of focusing on a summary for Food Inc., we'll probably just have you summarize an article that has to do with your topic. And we're probably going to switch topic proposal before we do the summary. So I know that's a little bit confusing right now, but basically what I'm trying to say is that we're still going to write an argumentative essay for our portfolio. We're still going to do research and find sources, but it's no longer going to be based off of Food Inc. It's going to be based off of your own topic that you choose. And the purpose of that essay is to kind of prepare you for English 111. So it's going to resemble the type of essay that you would do in English 111 to prepare you for that. And obviously, we're no longer going to meet on Monday, May 11th, but the portfolio is still going to be due during finals week. So to summarize, we're no longer doing a literacy narrative. The common exit essay is no longer pass or fail. Now it's going to be worth 100 points, but it's no longer going to determine if you pass or fail the class. And the last change that we're making to the course is that we are no longer doing an essay over Food Inc., but rather it's going to be an essay over the topic of your choice. Of course, this topic has to be argumentative in nature as well. So now that we've gone over the changes, I want to show you what I added to our front course. I added a module that has pandemic information and resources. So if you want more information about what's going on, if you want to stay informed, you can go ahead and click on this. And right below that, I have an introduction to online course module. So if you click on this, it basically takes you to what I call the getting started module. This is something that I have for my online classes, so I just transferred it over to this course. And one of the things you want to do first is you want to read the introduction to the course, because there I provide some basic information like how to submit an assignment and things like that. So of course the navigation video is the video that I am currently recording, so that's why it's not up here. But I also talk about modes of communication. I think the videos that will be particularly helpful for you is this one, which is how to submit an assignment. And I also have that handout that I showed in class, which was how to view your feedback. So if you forgot how to do that, you can go ahead and click on that handout. And like I said, if you were having trouble submitting assignments or you're new to Canvas and you don't know how to submit an assignment, uh, you can go ahead and watch this video. I also have a video that shows you how to access your Turnitin originality score. I know that we already done this in class. We've already submitted assignments and we've already accessed our Turnitin score. But just in case you forgot, I do have videos there. And I do have a link to extra credit, though right now we don't have any extra credit events going on. So as of right now, the only extra credit that you can do is submit your essays to online tutoring. So for example, you can submit your Mark Ronson essay for online tutoring, and the portfolio can be submitted to online tutoring for 5 points extra credit. For the portfolio, since it's going to consist of 3 assignments, you can even get like 15 points extra credit, 5 points for each assignment extra credit on the portfolio. So if you are interested in online tutoring, please let me know. I have to contact the tutoring center so that they can add you to the Canvas page. Or you could also try BrainFuse, which is free. And I think that you can log in yourself instead of having someone do it for you. So I also talk a little bit about the format of the essays and Canvas support. Right now, since we're doing everything online, it is important that you have access to Canvas. And if you have any issues, please make sure that you contact Canvas support. It does take them a while to get back, so don't think like, oh, I'll email them 2 minutes before or an hour before my essay is due and they'll get back to me. No, it does take a while, so just make sure you keep that in mind. Also, if you would like to do online training for Canvas, I believe they might still have that available. So definitely go ahead and register if you feel that you need to learn how to navigate Canvas. I also have Netiquette for online classes, and basically what this is that if we have discussions or when we're communicating with each other, it's important that you remain respectful, that you avoid disrespectful language, disrespectful topics, things like that. And of course, here I have the textbook that is required for this class. So I've gone over the introduction to the course page. Like I said, the most important part of this is that it's going to show you how to submit an assignment and view your feedback. If we go back to modules, you'll see that in this Getting Started module, I also have information on how to download Office 365. Office 365 is available to every NMSU student. So if you don't have Microsoft Office in your computer, you can go ahead and download it so that you can have it. That's actually what I did. I downloaded Office 365, so that's how I'm able to use Microsoft Word. So definitely go ahead and use that. Next, I have a set of instructions, a handout, so to speak, that shows you how to set notifications for Canvas. It is important that you do that because I also suggest that you download Canvas on your phone as a phone app, because that way they notify you of things that are happening. If there is a new assignment, if the due date has changed, you will get notifications. So as you can see in this example, if you set the notification, if you set it for all devices, it'll show up here. So that's what you're looking for. You want to go to notifications, and then you want to go ahead and click on the check mark so that you receive specific notifications. And the instructions are right there. Since this class is online now, one of the ways I'll be communicating is through announcements. So you definitely want to make sure that you check out the announcements every single Monday, which are right here. So I will be posting announcements. Like for example, this video, I'm going to post it on the announcements. So make sure every Monday you check announcements just so that you can see what's going on and if there's any updates, what we're doing for the week, things like that. So next, I have the summary of tutoring session form. So if you do submit your essay to online tutoring, whether it be the ARC or the BrainFuse, you want to go ahead and fill this out and submit it with your essay or your portfolio. That way you get extra credit. If you're going to submit 3 of your essays from the portfolio, so the portfolio, which I'll talk about later, is going to consist of a revised essay, a new essay, and a letter. So if you submit all those 3 for tutoring, you should have 3 summary of tutoring sessions forms. Now, I suggest that if you're going to submit all 3 of them, that you don't submit them all at the same time, just because, I don't know if they let you do that. So if you're going to submit all 3 assignments from the portfolio, make sure that you do it separately and then fill out a form for each one. Okay, so now let's go back and look at how to navigate the course. So for me, it looks a little bit different because I have it on instructor mode, but it's essentially the same for you. So if you click on assignments, that is where you'll see our assignments, which this has already been there. We still have a quiz left, but that quiz is not coming up until the end of the semester, okay? So just keep that in mind that we still have a quiz. I might get rid of the rhetorical appeals quiz, or I might keep it. I'll probably end up keeping it. So we have 2 quizzes left. Right now, please don't worry too much about the dates, because the dates are going to change, right? Especially with the fact that we lost a week, dates are going to change. So that's why you want to check announcements, because in announcements, I'll let you know what's due for the week. And like I said, obviously this quiz is going to change because we're not going to talk about a portfolio on March 25th. So another thing that you want to look at are the discussions. Right now, we don't have any discussions. Like I said, I might start one, but one discussion thread that I do have going is the general help and question forum. So this is what it looks like. If you have any questions that you feel the entire class can benefit from, or if you have a question that you feel other people might also have, you can go ahead and post it here. Like for example, if you want to post something, you click on reply, and then you can go ahead and type your question, or you can go ahead and type a comment. This is only for general questions that you feel other people might have. If you have a personal question about your grade or something that only involves you, then it's just better to email me. But let's say you have a question and you say, so let's say that's your question because you don't know how long the CE should be. So your question will show up, and then either me or somebody else will reply, and we can go ahead and put our answer so that everybody else can see it. That way, if somebody else was thinking that question, but maybe they were too afraid or too shy to ask, they can still get the answer. So like I said, this general thread, this general help and questions forum is for help or questions that you feel other people might have. Questions other people might have, or if you feel like you need help with something and other people might need help with that too, you can go ahead and post it here. Now, again, if you want to reply to me or to whoever posts this, you just click on reply and then you type. It is very important though that you subscribe to it. Once you post a reply, it'll automatically subscribe to you. It'll automatically subscribe you to the thread, which means that you get notified of whenever new posts are posted. But like I said, if you haven't posted anything, then you actually have to go on here and manually subscribe. Okay? So if you want to delete your post because you made a mistake or you want to edit it, you click on the three little dots and then you can edit, and you can go ahead and change it or add something else that you forgot. Or if you want to delete it because let's say you found the answer to your question, or you realize that it's no longer a question that people might have, you can just go ahead and delete it and it'll ask you again. So like I said, I think we are all pretty familiar with Canvas. We have been doing it already. We are familiar with the quizzes, the modules. The modules, I did add another one. I added the APA and Research Tools module. And I also added an argumentative essay. We already had the argumentative essay module, but I added another one. Actually, we already had the APA and Research Tools module. This is the one I added. I added the argumentative essay module, which this is going to help you for whenever we do the last essay in our portfolio. So you don't really have to worry about that right now. So I hope this video was helpful. Like I said, right now, all you have to worry about is turning in your Mark Ronson essay, and then next week we're going to start with the common exit essay. Like I said, it's no longer a pass or fail. It's going to be worth 100 points. So even though it's still worth 100 points, you know, it's no longer you have to pass it to pass the class. And one of the last things I wanted to mention was that I will probably be having virtual hours or something like that through Zoom, because even though we're not going to see each other in class anymore, I still want you to know that I'm still here for you. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. You can email me. Like I said, if I have virtual office hours, we can meet that way. Or if not, you can email me and we can exchange phone numbers and we can talk through the phone. So I really don't want you to think that you are in this alone. I know that face-to-face classes are better a lot of the time because we have that communication, but we can still communicate. It's just a matter of, staying in touch and making sure that we check Canvas every week for a few days a week. And if you have questions, please don't ask me. This is going to be a challenge for a lot of us, but if you have questions, like I said, don't hesitate to ask. If you need further explanation, um, we can talk over the computer or we can talk over the phone, because I think that might be a little bit better. So please don't think that you're doing this on your own. I think that we can all help each other and get through this. So I'm going to post this video on announcements just to kind of get you into the habit of checking announcements every Monday. So if you have any questions, please let me know.